Yo, what is going on, you guys? So, Darren, guys, a brand new sports cards video today. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how I'm investing in sports cards in 2020. I have some different, investment strategies that I've been using literally to make free money without, really doing that much research, honestly. But if you guys do, once again, want to join my membership group, I am basically running a promo. You can use code YouTube for 10% off at checkout on my website, sportscardsinvest.com. I basically show you guys 10 picks of cards I believe will go up every week, 10 picks I believe, 10 cards I believe will go down, and 3 long-term underground NBA investments. So if you guys are interested in making some money with me, hearing out my picks, I do, study a lot of trends. That's kind of where I'm good at. I was able to tell, before first year Prism was skyrocketing, I was able to predict that it would skyrocket because I was seeing, a little bit of movement happening on Facebook, and I saw an influx in demand on first year Prism, and boom, they skyrocketed. Same thing with first year Optic. I was able to predict that. So if you guys want to, get the first scoop before all this information reaches my YouTube, link below. Use code YouTube for 10% off. Thank you guys so much for all the support on my membership program. I know you guys are making some great money with it, so I'm glad. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So basically the first, kind of thing I look at, this is pretty much free money if you know how to do it. So I will look at cards that have just gone up. I usually go to StockX's trending to see cards that are going up, but say one guy that's going up a lot right now is Lamar Jackson, and you don't even have to be a football fan to really know and invest in this. So basically Lamar Jackson, his prices recently have skyrocketed, right? You see his Prism PSA 10s have gone to $1,500, which is quite crazy because they're around like $1,000 last week. So basically you look at a card that's just gone up. This was trending on StockX. So basically what you want to do is go ahead and find alternative, cards of Lamar Jackson that have yet to go up and are lagging behind the PSA 10. So basically his PSA 9, his optics, obviously if you guys have really been in the card market for a long time, you've probably realized that when a player's prices go up, usually it's their base Prism PSA 10 that goes up first, and then PSA 9 tags along and goes up, and then optics and all that stuff goes up. So basically his PSA 10's going for $1,500, right? And then if you look at his PSA 9 cards, you can get these PSA 9s for literally $250. I have definitely seen quite a few for $250, as you can see right here, $250. Basically his prices, if you guys don't know, a PSA 9 usually in today's market goes for around 1/3 of the price of a PSA 10. Yet $250 is 1/6 the price of his PSA 10. So that is a great buying opportunity because within the next few days, now that PSA 10s are even more, out of hand for a lot of people who want to invest in Lamar Jackson will be buying his PSA 9s. And the prices, obviously if the demand on the PSA 10 goes up, the demand on the PSA 9, just goes up as well. That's kind of like general economics, right? The demand on one goes up, demand on the other goes up because, if an influx in demand for, Lamar Jackson Panini Prism rookies, people are going to be looking at his PSA 9s too. And if his PSA 9s are 1/6 the price, that's a great buying opportunity because as you guys can see, this price has not adjusted. When his cards were going for around $900 for a PSA 10, the PSA 9 was $250. Now, right now, his PSA 10s have just skyrocketed, so it's a great opportunity to buy the 9s for $250 and wait a week or two, and that thing should adjust and go and settle around $450 to $500 is my guess. You'll definitely be able to find a lot of those kind of deals out there that are lagging in the market. And other ones like his optic, this is just one example. Lamar Jackson's one guy who's been on fire recently, but there's a lot of other examples you guys can use. His optics are very cheap. I expect those to go up as well. His PSA 10s you can literally get for $300, which I predict those to go up as well. There's just so many, underpriced cards out there where one card goes up and it's almost a given that, all the rest of his cards are going to go up. It's just a matter of time. So definitely a great way to look at investing right now. And I'm definitely, going ahead and taking advantage of the lagging market and going ahead and buying it. I did the same with Devin Booker. When his cards went up, his PSA 9s, or his PSA 10s basically went up to around like $750 at one point. And I saw his PSA 9s lagging at $90. So I went ahead and picked up 4 of them for $90. Those were all I could find for $90, and I just quick flipped them for $190 because, it's almost guaranteed that the other cards are gonna, catch up to the price that, they should be at, because the market corrects itself. When a PSA 10 goes up first, the market will eventually correct itself on the PSA 9, and you have to realize that. And once you do realize that, it's literally free money. You see a card go up, first thing you go to is, alternatives of that player. When Kevin Durant's PSA 10s went up, when Gary Vee, made that whole Instagram post, his PSA 10s went up to like $750. His PSA 9s were lagging at $150. So that was a great buying opportunity for me as well. There's just so many, and now they're around like $250, I believe. So just being able to, it's not even really, that much, effort, not that much research, honestly. All it takes is, okay, this card went up. What is another card that I predict will go up right after this? Because when the market goes up on one player, the market's going to go up on that player, not just that one card. So you just got to be looking out for stuff like that. I'm definitely, on the lookout for cards going up every day. I'm checking StockX trending. I'm definitely watching, YouTube videos of cards on fire. All that type of stuff that you guys should be doing as well, because there's definitely, so much money to be made in a lagging market. It's the same way with stocks occasionally. Stuff happens where news breaks out, and, the market's going to open the next day, and everyone basically knows that the price is going to go up. So, that's kind of how I look at this. It's just if a PSA 10's gone up to 6 times the PSA 9, the PSA 9 will adjust to 1/3 or 1/4, wherever it was before. Lamar Jackson's was around 1/4. So if it's, I think it's going to go up to around 400 at least. So it's just quick and easy money that you guys could be making. That's basically my number one investment strategy at the moment, at least in terms of, what I apologize, you guys. I did get interrupted, but as I was saying, it's pretty much the best investment strategy that really is, black and white. There's not much that really goes into this. Rest, of my investments are more so speculation and, obviously predicting players going up at a certain time, predicting players' performances, all of that. But this is pretty much, you don't even have to know much about football. You don't even have to know much about basketball if you don't know much about basketball. All you have to know really is the, conversion rates of, similar players. If you're looking at Lamar Jackson, you could look at, Patrick Mahomes or someone else's cards and notice that their PSA 9s are going for around 1/3 of their PSA 10s. And Lamar Jackson's is 1/6 just because his PSA 10 just went up. So just things like that, especially, there's so much opportunity when one card goes up. You see it a lot, especially with, I guess a lot of people in this hobby having a lot of influence. If they name drop a player, their prices are going to go up, yet the rest of their cards might take a little time to lag and eventually go up to, meet those same conversion rates. So the market is not going to let a PSA 9 be 1/6 the price of a PSA 10. And if it is for the moment, it won't be that way for very long. So you just got to stay on top of this. I will, obviously, you guys know I released those videos of top 5 cards, on fire. Those could really help, because if those cards are on fire, there's definitely a lot of opportunities on, other brands. Definitely if optics have gone crazy, looking at Select, the next best brand. If PSA 10s have gone crazy, looking at PSA 9s, the next best brand. As we've seen with, Giannis's Hoops cards and Select cards, when there is so much demand on a player, all of their cards end up going up. Who would have ever guessed a Hoops PSA 10 could be $1,000? Like, if that's just because, his prisms get out of hand, and then Next best is, his select, and then his select gets out of hand. Next best is hoops, so people start buying the hoops cards. It's just about alternatives. If you don't, if some card gets out of hand for people, and there will be demand on the players, such as LeBron's cards. His 2019 Panini Prism PSA 10s go for literally $200, which is quite crazy because it's just an ordinary base card, in packs. It's not even a rookie card. It's basically, an average card, but, the demand on LeBron is so hot that card will also, be crazy. So you just got to look at those trends, look at the demand really in the market. Why has this player gone crazy? Did the player do something good? Did the player, have a crazy game? And if so, the other cards of the player are gonna go up too. It's just the base PSA 10. His best card in a PSA 10 will always be the first to go up. And that's something I've definitely been able to, absorb as I go through, the hobby and make observations of the hobby. It's kind of like the market thinks in a certain way. And if you can get used to the way the market thinks, you can make a lot of money in this hobby. So definitely looking after that. Like I said, when Devin Booker's cards went crazy, I went for the PSA 9s. I made a lot of money there. It's just, looking at things in a different, mindset of the market, because the market's just going to look at, base PSA 10. That's what that's the classic investment card. But you don't really realize how many other cards there are that you can buy to make money with as well. So a missed opportunity is actually not a missed opportunity in this hobby. There's definitely other ways to go ahead and make that money. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope this video helped you guys out. And once again, if you guys are interested in my membership program, link down below. Use code YouTube for 10% off, and I hope to make you guys a lot of money there. I know we've had a 92% renewal rate for my monthly members, which is quite crazy. That shows that you guys are really enjoying and making a lot of money with my membership, so I really appreciate all that. It's only $6.99 for the month or $40 for the year if you guys do want to join. I do make it, somewhat affordable, so you guys can go ahead and make some money. And, obviously I can make my little bit. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. And other than that, I'm out. Peace.